So we stopped at the Frankfort cemetery to visit Daniel Boone's gravesite. His wife, Rebecca Boone, is buried at the cemetery, along with 17 Kentucky governors. It's a really peaceful area that overlooks the Kentucky capital city of Frankfort. It's This is just me walking around. I'm looking at a chapel and I'm just looking at some of the grounds. So you're going to see a bunch of that. But eventually I'll show you the actual gravesite of Daniel Boone. A little bit about him. He was an early American frontiersman and a man of many considered a legendary hero, a man of action and a pathfinder. He was born in 1734 in Berks County, Pennsylvania. In his life, he led a group of settlers who were able to rescue his daughter and 2 other girls captured by Indians. He himself was captured by Indians and was adopted as a son by the Shawnee chief Blackfish. Eventually, he escaped and was able to warn the Boonesboro settlers of an impending attack, allowing the outnumbered settlers to successfully withstand an 11-day siege. Though he was a courageous and resourceful leader, he did not prosper. After the American Revolution, he worked as a surveyor along the Ohio River. Then he and members of his family moved to Missouri in the Louisiana Territory, where he continued to hunt and trap. In 1820, Daniel died in Charles County, Missouri, at his son Nathan's house, west of St. Louis, not far from the Missouri River. Daniel and his wife, Rebecca, were originally buried in Missouri, but eventually their bodies were transferred to the site in Kentucky that I'm at here. There is some dispute on whether the proper grave for Daniel was dug up and if all the bones were actually removed. The skull buried in the Frankfort grave was exhumed and examined, but the results were inconclusive. Some say that not all of Daniel's bones were removed to Frankfort and that only the larger bones were taken by the Kentucky delegation, which means that Daniel Boone has 2 graves, if that is the case. Regardless of where his remains are buried, it seems indisputable that Daniel Boone was a man who strived to exist on the outskirts of civilization, where few others dared to venture. Riches for him lay in the unmapped territory. People hailed him as a hero, and no doubt he did heroic things. But maybe even more than that, he exemplified a great leader. After all, a hero only needs to do one exemplary act, but as a leader, they have multiple characteristics that define them and the perception others have on them. In a way, seeing Daniel Boone as a great leader seems more impressive and attainable to me. And here we are at his grave, and so we can see that he was a patriot. This is actually a little bit further from the grave, still at the cemetery, but it's a section specifically for unborn babies, and it's actually overlooking the river. It's quite a beautiful, peaceful area. So I wanted to showcase this as well because it's just really serene. And on that note, I thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate the support, and I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully there will be more to come. Take care.